another stud. Alex Reyes, this guy is elite. I'm not just saying that because he's a local kid from Elizabeth, New Jersey. I think people have a sour taste from the drug suspension, but if we're being honest, it was for smoking weed as a 20-year-old. I mean, does that really sound awful? This wasn't a PED suspension. This wasn't anything to make you think this was anything more than just a 19, 20-year-old kid being a 19, 20-year-old kid. That's it. It seems to be something he's put behind him or at least been able to mask, which won't be hopefully a problem going forward. But his K numbers are through the roof, and I fully expect him to continue his 11-plus swinging strike percentage and his 10-plus K per nine ratios. Now, yes, that will come with a little bit of poor control, but he keeps the ball in the park. And because of that, he has the ability to strand runners by striking everyone out. And I literally mean striking everyone out. So I don't mind him giving up the walks because those walks aren't necessarily advancing on him. It's not something that I'm thinking he's got a 4K per nine, walk per nine rather, that's going to inflate his ERA. No, he's stranding runners. I think he gave up something like zero point 0.2 home runs per nine in his limited time in St. Louis, which is just like that is the epitome of keeping the ball in the park. So I'll take that poor control that people are pointing out as a problem. I don't think it is. He could be in for an innings limit. He threw just 110 last year in his return. The Cards have said he's in the rotation to start the season. He's currently being the 30th pitcher drafted overall, and that feels about right. That feels about right to me. I'm buying him at that 30th price tag. What says you? And this isn't redraft, by the way. If you're in Dynasty, it's too late, and the owner is going to hold a ransom that is not worth paying. But if you have him, kudos, congratulations. If you're in redraft, definitely, I would say target him because he's going to start the season in the St. Louis rotation.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty easy to see now. This is the best right-handed prospect because technically he's under his limits. He's still a prospect in the minors. He's going to be the highest ranked on my list. He should be the highest ranked on every list. He surpassed Giolito. He's past Glass now. This is the guy now. Does he have high walk per nine numbers? Yes, but people can't make contact with his pitches. So it's not as much of an issue because he's not getting hit very hard. As you said, he had very low home run per nine numbers, doesn't give up a lot of homers. That's been consistent throughout the minors. I mean, his home run per nine was even under one when he was in his brief time in the PCL last year with a AAA affiliate of the Cardinals. And, he came up in the majors. It looked very good. The 1.57 ERA, obviously some of that was out of the bullpen, shows what he was doing. He's a guy that's always going to have double-digit K per nine stuff, 10 and up. Will he walk some batters? Sure, but he's not going to kill you in terms of your whip because he's not going to give a ton of hits. He's not going to help you a ton with whip, but he's not going to kill you. Huge swing and strike stuff. He's just nasty. He brings, the big fastball, touches triple digits. I think you probably saw if you watched the Futures game, you saw what he did. He's got a hammer curveball. He's got an excellent change that plays off of the fastball and the curve. Throws a slider as well. So he kind of has the separation in terms of velocity between all of his pitches. He's got some nasty break on his stuff. So, he's able to mix in four pitches and keep people off balance, and he can ram it in there with a heater. We could be looking at a Noah Syndergaard sort of love from the fantasy community from Reyes if he pitches a full season, sees 150-plus innings, and does well. As you said, he's going to break camp with the Cardinals. He's going to be in the rotation as he should be. And we could be talking about a guy that's a fantasy ace in a relatively short time. Look how short it was with the guy like Syndergaard. It could be the same thing with Reyes. That as soon as next year, this guy could be in the top 15 pitchers that's being drafted. I don't know where he is now. Wouldn't shock me if he's not that far away now. He's getting a lot of love, and he should be definitely on your redraft radar. If you have an opportunity to trade for him in Dynasty, I would, within reason. But as I said, this is the top pitcher off the board in all of baseball in terms of prospect lists.
Yeah, he's got what can be only described as a pitcher's body at 6'3", 175. He can log the innings. He does have a great arsenal. I'm not worried about the walk rate at all. That seems to be the thing that people are pointing to as what they fear with him, and the scary part, and the reasons people might be suggesting to stay away. As I mentioned, that 30th pitcher overall is kind of a steep price tag, but that is kind of his floor. He should be no worse than the 30th starting pitcher. He's that good. I think we're both in agreement. I think if you have an opportunity to get Reyes on your team in 2017, you'd be the wiser for it.